how much information, what things do you feel pretty sure that our government has that they're not sharing?
So I've watched quite a lot of interviews on from people that either work with ET races like firsthand, or have studied the crashed material, or do like alien autopsies, like biologists that work on this. There's so many people. It's kind of astounding.
Do you believe in psyops? And how do you discern, if you do, how do you discern if some of this information is leaking that's real, or if it's some sort of psychological operation to throw us off from the truth?
There could be some small percentage that's a psyop. I think approaching it like a journalist, right? Like trying to triangulate from sources that you know aren't coming from the same department, or from different countries, or even corroborating it with a channeled text, which I think is extra good. Like if a guy's like, hey, I worked on this one project, and then someone else channels information that's like telling me about the same project, then I take that as like two pretty solid points of reference. And so I've sort of been building out my understanding that probably the advent of nuclear power and nuclear bombs like drew a lot more interest, because it disrupted the space-time continuum in a way that sort of raised red flags for a lot of other interstellar species. And so I think we started having more traffic at that time in the 40s.
Yeah, some people that I follow believe that, like right now, especially is a time like other aliens, ETs, extraterrestrials have been watching planet Earth, particularly right now, and potentially saving us from destruction in different ways. I have been trying to decide if we're going to actually have an alien experience in the next few years, because I feel like it's coming, or if it's going to be Project Bluebeam and it's going to be a faked alien invasion in order to tighten control. So that's what I've been oscillating between. I just don't know what's going to happen first.
So I'm not super familiar with Bluebeam, but that's like they would use that as sort of like here's a problem we have to.
It's like a documented CIA plan that's been leaked. There's been whistleblowers. And at one point, they laid out an entire plan to, basically fake an alien invasion with holographic type things and make it very realistic. There's been so many more sightings of like cloaked military vehicles as of recently that, because of social media, are making its way around. And so again, you got to decipher, is this real or fake in general when you find a video, but a lot of them are pretty compelling. But yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't know. There's
before the Pentagon was going to release its report last year, which was really a dud sort of report, but I wanted to preempt that by sort of establishing, like, if the Pentagon report says things that are contradicting to what I'm telling you now, because I've paid attention to this, like, you should just pay attention, like just be alert. And I think that the number one thing that I wanted people to understand was that 99% of interactions with the rest of the universe should feel full of love and positivity. Like, you don't get to be a higher dimensional being by staying in the service to self, like negative polarity. And so it's simply by the nature of how, like, you can only devolve so far. Like, you can only get more and more negatively polarized, but the like positive polarity scale like goes up infinitely. So your space for positive beings is like near infinite, and this is like how to think about your income too. Like you can only save so much money by not drinking coffee, but you can like earn an infinite amount of money at the top end, so it's like, if it's a negative thing, like you should really consider like who's benefiting from it.
I agree with that completely.
Hey friend, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this particular clip, then I have something else I want to tell you about, which is the League of Superconductors. It's a business mastermind that I run to elevate the greatest change makers of our time. That is people that I like to call quantum entrepreneurs, metaphysical, spiritual teachers, healers, coaches, light workers of different types. And this is a year-long business mastermind starting in May of 2022. So if that's the type of thing that you're looking for, if you're looking to better fuel your mission by having a business that brings in all the abundance you're looking for, that both operates at the 3D level, serving the people of Earth, and at a multi-dimensional level, bringing in all of the higher wisdom and experience that you have access to. That's what we're doing. So if that sounds like something for you, then you can check out the link below, read a little bit more about the program, what we do each month. And I also invite you to apply for a call with me, a strategy session. We can get to know each other. I'll coach you a little bit, and you can decide if that might be the exact thing that you've been looking for. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.